hadn't had any sleep last night.
Well, I didn't. How could I? Oh, God, how could I sleep? Tad Channing tells me that he knows that Lily isn't my daughter. And he tells me he's going to tell her unless I pay up $3 million.
Lucinda, you have got to relax or you're going to wind up in the hospital again.
Relax? How can I relax? My poor child is so confused already about life, about sex. And now I've got to tell her that she's adopted? I should never have had anything to do with Tad Channing.
Well, you were too eager to take him on as an ally because he also has an axe to grind with Ivor Snyder. You left yourself wide open.
Oh, Ambrose. Ambrose, I don't want to lecture. You are my lawyer. You do something.
Well, my advice is for you to sign this paper.
No. Why?
Well, isn't it worth $3 million to keep Lily from finding out the truth?
Do you think that he's going to stop? He's going to stop at this thing? He's a man who's quite capable of taking the money, telling Lily anyway. He's capable of holding me up for much more money, too.
Well, that agreement does say that you don't have to pay him a cent until he finishes building your tower for you, and that may be a year from now.
No. You're going to forget about the paper. No. I want Tad Channing squashed, and I don't care what it takes. You find a nice way so that we can get him, and get him good.
Legally?
A man like this who's capable of this kind of blackmail, he's got lots of dirt. All right, let's find it. Use our Washington connections. Go right to the top if we have to. I want Tad Channing destroyed. I am not going to be controlled by some woodlouse. I'd rather see the man dead.
Good morning. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there?
No answer?
No, it's just like last night.
Well, must just be a wrong number.
Oh, people usually apologize, don't they?
It's amazing. Danny's still asleep. So
Yeah.
I better go get dressed so I'll be ready when she wakes up.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, what is this for, may I ask?
For thanking you for letting me stay here and not bugging me about why I ran away from my mother or why I came back here while you were looking for me in California.
Well, you know, it's okay for you to stay here as long as you want. But sooner or later, I do want the entire story about what happened in California.
You do?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know. I have no idea. What's this for?
Because I am on top of the world.
Why?
Because Tad Channing is leaving town. Well, maybe as soon as tonight, and I am never going to have to pretend I like his rancid hide again, and I am never going to have to take orders from him again.
But do remember, you still work for him. And it may be good politics for you just to at least call him up and thank him before he leaves.
No, wait, thank him for what? For what? I mean, come on, he's giving me back work that he stole away from me in the first place. And, look, if I have anything to say to him, it's two things. Goodbye and don't come back. All right? Okay, what is this? Is this some guy who's got the hots for you? And he keeps calling, and then every time I answer, he hangs up? Hello? Hello? Look, if this is supposed to be some kind of a joke, it's not funny.
It's no joke, sucker. And you're gonna find that out very soon.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Downy, the fabric softener that combines skin-loving softness with the airy April freshness you love. And by New Comet, a clean you can take everywhere, from porcelain sinks to delicate fiberglass tubs.
will you please give that sleepyhead Danny a kiss for me? And don't hold dinner ready because I don't know what time I'll finish with the
that's
cement.
all right. I may be late too, though.
Why?
Well, last couple of days I've had off because of the funeral. I have a lot of catching up to do at the office.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Do you want me to get it this time?
Yeah, all right, fine. But if it's a nuisance call, baby, I'm calling the phone company.
Hello? Oh, yes, she is. Just one moment, please. It's for you.
Who is it?
Craig.
Oh, okay. So long.
Bye. Hi, Craig.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Tad.
Yes. Listen, I'm hoping to leave Oakdale tonight, and I was wondering if we could have one last drink before I go.
I kind of doubt it. I have a lot of catching up to do at work.
I heard about the death in your family. I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
I would like to see you one more time. Bring Steve. I assume you've told him by now about your help in getting him to take my contracts.
Well, no, actually, I haven't.
Oh?
Well, I thought I'd wait until you left town.
Well, maybe you're right. Say, listen, if it would make you feel any better, I could ask Sierra Antonio Reyes to join us.
Well, I'll try. I'll see what I can do, but don't count on me.
Fair enough. So long.
Goodbye. Why did you tell me that was Craig?
Did you want me to tell you it was Tad in front of Steve?
No. You catch on quick, don't you? You know, he would have blown up if he knew that I was talking to Tad.
Listen, I'm dying of curiosity. I think it's time that we had a talk.
About what?
California.
Good
Hi.
Heather, come on in. How you doing?
Hi there. How are you? Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Look, now that Franny's run off to New Haven to pick the finalists for the Kevin Gibson Scholarship, I'm kind of counting on you to help me finish up my wedding plans.
No, Jane, it's absolutely final. I'm not coming into the office.
Well, hiding out from Tad Channing isn't going to solve anything.
I am not going to speak to him again until I have my ammunition to abort this blackmail attempt. I mean, my child's life is at stake, Ambrose. My child's happiness is at stake. Now, what do we do first? Do we go to the man in the CIA that you want, or the guy in the FBI?
At the risk of having my head snapped off, I suggest that you call Iva Snyder.
What? Why?
Well, she knows him better than any of us. My God, she was his mistress for 5 years.
Oh. I mean, you think that maybe she's got something on him that she would share with us?
Well, she doesn't want Lily to find out that she's her mother any more than you do now. She may have an idea how to handle this.
Uh-huh. No, Ambrose. No, I don't want to ask her to help me. No. Anyway, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if she was in on this whole number.
What? Sheer folly, Lucinda.
Well, just think about it for a minute. Who knows that Iva Snyder is Lily's natural mother? You and me and her. So how did Tad Channing find out? She probably put him up to this. They're going to split the $3 million and go on their merry way.
Lucinda, you're losing your sense of
Oh,
reason.
God, I don't want to see people. I want to get off the planet. I want to go to the moon.
Lucinda, listen to me. You have got to get a grip on yourself.
Give me a hug. Give me a grip. What is it, Matthew?
Barbara Ryan is here. Shall
Lucinda, are you all right? I can hear you all the way in the foyer.
No. Ambrose and I have been up all night long. We've been working on a $3 million business problem.
Well, I've been up all night long myself, thanks to our friend Tad Channing.
No kidding. What did he do to you?
He's made some kind of impossible demands with my factory plans. I mean, the man has no business ethics at all. Has he always been this way?
I don't know.
Why did you recommend him to me?
Oh, I didn't know that he was such a carnivore.
Well, I'll tell you something. I want out of my contract.
Well, you've come to the right place. Here's Ambrose. He's a specialist in dealing with Tad Channing.
Well, I'll do my best.
Oh, good morning, Mother.
Hi, darling.
Good morning.
Hi, Barbara. Ambrose.
Tony. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello.
I'm sorry to come by so early, Lucinda, but I have to go over some details from my final meetings with Tad Channing.
Tad Channing. I don't want to hear the name. Doesn't anybody hear my voice around here? I don't want to hear that name mentioned in my house.
Now what? I thought you planned to go straight home to Los Angeles from here.
Nah, I don't think so, Sheldon. After I drop my little bombs, I think the best thing would be to hide out for a while. And you're the only person who will know where I'll be.
Oh, to what do I owe that honor?
Well, I want you to stick around so you can report the fun, of course.
Why don't you stop this madness right now? Forget about this ridiculous revenge scheme before it's too late. It is overkill.
No. All my little clay pigeons are lined up. And all I have to do is pull the trigger. And all my little clay pigeons will fall, one after the other, and shatter.
I'm telling you, this will all blow up in your face. You make so many enemies that one of them is bound to strike back. It's not as if you weren't vulnerable.
I wonder which little clay pigeon that is. Well, well. Come in, I was just talking about you.
I was using you to keep my job as a stable boy for your mother. Now that I'm working for Tad Channing, I don't have to do that anymore.
I don't believe you.
You should, because it's true. Now just leave me alone.
Hello.
Morning.
Where were you last night?
None of your business. And what happened to you? You were supposed to come straight home so we could talk.
I was trying to avoid Lily. She's still mad at me for going out to Santa Fe. I've been looking all over for Dusty. I can't find him. What am I going to do?
You're gonna have to learn to solve your own problems because I got enough of my own to worry about.
Hey, what has gotten into you anyway? You just don't want to help me anymore because you don't want to be with Lily anymore.
Where were you last night?
Out.
What time did you get in?
Late.
Hey, don't sass me. You know, you're not old enough to be talking like that. Just tell me where you were.
I had dinner with Dusty and Dr. Dixon.
Hey, Seth, I need to talk to you for a minute.
How's the new job going?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. I was going over Channing's ledgers, and I found a few entries that don't seem to balance with the books.
Did you tell Channing about it?
Yeah, I told him and his lawyer, and they said not to worry about any entries that were made before I got there.
That doesn't make any sense. Then the balances just continue to be off.
I know.
Well, can you tell what they're for or who made them?
Maybe I should just show you the books. Maybe I can sneak them out this afternoon sometime. We can meet somewhere.
I'll come into town. I'll call you before I do.
All right, great. Great. Maybe we could even meet in Craig's office. It's in the same building.
You got it.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Vacation's over, Maggie. Go upstairs. Get ready for work.
Morning. Well, well, well. I haven't seen you since you got home yesterday. Where were you last night? Morning, Lily.
Morning, Ivy.
Meg, where were you last night?
I had dinner with Dusty and Dr. Dixon. Dr. Dixon is trying to get me a job at Memorial.
Oh, Meg, Tad Channing. I saw him. He said that you had left your purse at his hotel suite. Okay? Pick it up anytime you want.
Bye.
Meg, why did you say that when you knew it would hurt her?
Because you asked me. What was I supposed to do, lie?
What on earth were you doing in Tad Channing's hotel room? Huh?
I went to see Holden because he was smart enough to get a job there.
Great, great. Real smart. Lily?
Oh,
Lily!
Listen, I don't want you thinking about getting a job somewhere else. You're needed right here.
Oh, come on, since I don't want to spend all
Hey,
summer
look,
working
you
here.
owe Mama. You owe us. Everybody's got to put in time here. Even Holden and I, who've got jobs outside, do our work here. Now go on upstairs, get dressed. You're wasting time. Be in the barn.
Mr. Hogan, I realize that the Walsh Enterprise name has a certain magic ring to it, but I assure you I'm a far better consultant than the young executive who is now heading that department. Well, I'm just asking you for a chance to try to persuade you. Mr. Hogan, how about a 1-month trial basis with no fee? Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you for hearing me out. I appreciate it.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
What brings you here so early? What's up?
Oh, to go over some wedding plans over your coffee.
Yeah, well, coffee's 25 cents a cup and the cream and sugar's extra, okay? Sorry, I got your invitation. I RSVP'd. I'll be bringing Iva Snyder.
Oh, that's wonderful. But, gosh, I don't know if there's even going to be a wedding. It's just happening so soon.
Oh, come on. I know what you mean. Sierra and I were... Listen, did you get a chance to talk to Steve about those jibes that Tad gave him? No?
No, I will. I will as soon as Tad leaves town. I think it'll be much easier then. As it is now, it's really getting out of hand. You know, even Emily's getting into the act. She had to cover for me this morning when Tad called.
Tad called you?
Yeah, it was harmless, Craig. Perfectly harmless. He only wanted to have me out for a farewell drink, you know.
No.
Sierra and Tonio were invited, too. It was no big deal. What's the danger in that? Come on. I don't know who hates the guy more, you or Steve.
I do. Stay away from him. Excuse me, I have a breakfast meeting. Excuse me.
Oh, ooh. I've never seen Craig like that.
Yeah, well, Tad makes him crazy.
Why? Just because Tad treated Iva so badly?
Oh, I think that's part of it. I don't know. Boy, you know, I wish this whole thing would just get under control. I wish you'd leave town and I could just forget the whole thing. I'm tired of keeping things from Steve, and I want things to get back to normal. Sorry, let's just talk about your plans for your wedding, huh? I'll get some paper and pencil. Hey? Hey, look at this. What?
Oh, gosh, yeah. That was the night that Roy and I met Tad, and he bought us champagne to toast our wedding.
Yeah. Well, let me ask, can the guy that did that be all that bad?
Who took these? I mean, I remember this one and that one, but...
Oh, I just have photographer friends all over the country.
I hope I'm still your favorite.
Guaranteed, if you can bring off this new assignment I have for you.
What's that?
Well, now that you're working for Barbara Ryan, I want photographs of her lover coming and going from her apartment.
You're crazy. I'm not about to take pictures of Barbara Ryan or her lover. I'm about to sign the major contract of my life here. She's going to make me her signature model.
All the better to get those pictures.
No.
I'll pay you more than I've ever paid you before.
Tad, do you understand that we are talking about the major break of my life here? I am not about to jeopardize all of that for your voyeuristic fetishes.
I liked you better when you were more cooperative.
Tad, I have got my own life to lead. Now let go.
This is not a request, Denise. It's an order.
Order? Who do you think you are?
Tad Channing. The man who pays handsomely for his favors.
Well, I don't need to sell my favors anymore. I have worked my entire life to get where I am now. I put up with men like you just so I wouldn't starve, Tad, but I'm through with it. I don't know what sick little games you're up to, but I'm done with them, and I'm done with you. Hi, gorgeous. He's all yours.
Guess I came at a bad time, huh?
Never mind. Come in.
She's a pretty good-looking lady, Miss Channing.
Maybe, but she's also a very stupid one. She's just done something she's going to regret for life.
No, really, Meg, never mind. If Lily's busy, don't bother her. Yeah, just tell her that her big sister called, okay?
Since I've run into you here, Barbara, I have the contract of your new signature model, Denise Darcy.
Thank you very much, Ambrose.
Well, I've got to run, Tonio. Would you tell Lucinda not to do anything hasty until she hears from me? Well, she'll understand.
All right. If that's what you'd like, I'll tell her.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye. I've missed you.
Sure.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Very much.
What about tonight?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Well, it was nice talking to you too, Meg. All right. Yeah, bye-bye.
Don't worry, it was only Meg. Lily is off with Iva somewhere.
Iva? Doesn't that woman ever go to work?
Speaking of work, I should get back to the office.
Ah, What, are you going to be home for dinner?
I'm not sure. I'll have to call you.
You're not sure?
Am I working you too hard, Tonio?
I have the meetings with Tad.
Oh, okay, say no more.
Ambrose asked me to tell you that he'll call you later and not to do anything hasty until then. He said you'd understand.
I do understand. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye, darling.
Bye. You do look happier.
We are. I gave Craig a final warning yesterday. I think it helped.
Good. Keep up the good work.
Goodbye.
Well, Barbara, forgive me. I'm so sorry. I was crazed when you arrived, and thank you for waiting until my sanity returned.
Well, quite all right, and I have taken care of my little problem. I talked to Ambrose about trying to cancel my contract with Channing.
Oh, boy. I'd sure like to break mine.
Now, why don't you tell me what happened between the two of you?
Barbara, I don't like a man who leaves town in the middle of a big job. Come on, walk you out.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye-bye, Barbara. Craig, stop it. What is the matter with you? I'm not a child. I'm having lunch with Tad, and I want to have it in peace.
You don't get it, do you? The guy ought to be quarantined.
Tad Channing is a business associate of my mother's and my husband's.
Get up. I'm taking you out of here. I want to protect you always because I'll always love you.
Hello, Walsh Residence.
It's Tad Channing. Sierra?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good morning. I was just trying to reach your husband at his office.
Oh, well, you just missed him.
Well, I'm glad I caught you. I'm meeting Tonio later today here in my hotel suite, and I've asked Betsy Andropoulos to drop by for a farewell drink afterwards. Can you join us?
Well, well, what time are you talking about?
Say 5:30. Tonio and I will try to be finished with our business by then, so we can all just relax.
Oh, it sounds good. I'll try to make it then.
Great. Bye-bye. And you, my dear, will be my final parting gift to Craig Montgomery.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Bounce, for clothes you can't wait to jump into, and by New Improved Zest. Only new Zest gets you zestfully clean. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Oh, no! It's still raining?
Well, yeah, it's just a drizzle right now. Let's hope it doesn't get worse. What time are the cement trucks supposed to come by?
3 o'clock. Should we call and cancel?
No. I want to get it poured so I don't have to sweat about it when I'm in Chicago. All right, we can order extra tarps and heaters if we got to.
All right. Did you get a chance to talk to Betsy last night?
Why do you keep harping on that?
Not that you just haven't spent any time together lately, that's all.
Well, no, and now that Emily's staying at the cabin with us again, we haven't had much time to talk still or to do anything else. Does that bring you up
All
to date?
right, yes, it does.
All right. Craig. Hi. I'm glad to see you. How you doing?
Fine, Steve. I'm fine.
How's Betsy doing?
Last time I saw her, she was slaving away at the office.
Slaving away? Come on, look, I know she loves working for you. And I think that maybe it is time for the two of us to do ourselves a favor and get ourselves on better footing. Okay?
Sure, Steve. I'd like that. I really would.
Okay.
Okay, listen, would it undermine this effort if I took your right-hand lady out to lunch here?
Hell no. Be my guest, huh?
Great.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Steve, you got some time to show me how this operation is run around here?
Look, I'll tell you, today's going to be a hectic... All right, yeah, sure. Let me deal with the messages first, okay?
Holden, did you know Meg was at Tad Channing's hotel room?
Yeah, I called to talk to Tad. Told her to get out of there right away.
Well, she left so fast that she forgot her purse. Would you go by and pick it up so she doesn't have to
Sure, I had to go over there anyway.
Okay, great. All right.
Oh, Craig, by the way, is it okay if Seth and I borrow your office? Go down there this afternoon?
Sure. What's wrong with your office?
Well, Seth's not too far to Channing.
Okay, fine. No problem. Consider you home.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Good, good.
Holden, Ted tells me that you'll be taking over his operations after he leaves town.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy for you.
All right. Steve, I'll wait outside for you so you're ready to show me
Okay,
around.
good. Look, hey, be careful on that planking. Then when it gets wet, it's very slippery, and there's a long fall down to that lower parking level.
All right, thanks for the warning.
Okay.
See you.
So how you doing, buddy?
I'm well.
Good.
I see Craig and Iva spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, they're getting pretty thick.
Good. Maybe that'll keep him away from Sierra.
I think so.
I warned him about that again just yesterday.
Look, Tonya, I gotta tell you, I think I came on too heavy about Montgomery. I think that maybe the guy has really changed.
Why do you think that?
Well, because of Iva. I trust her, judge of character, and I mean, they like each other, and I think that he's really changed his tune.
Steve, thank you for the advice, but I think I'll keep an eye on him just the same.
Montgomery Associates.
Is this the lovely and charming Mrs. Andropoulos?
Mr. Channing.
Mister? I'm calling to follow up on my invitation to the cocktail party. I've invited Sierra Antonio, and I'm looking for Barbara Ryan, so I hope you'll say yes.
Well, as I told you before, I really don't know if I can make it.
How's the work going?
Slowly.
There's no problem. I've asked everybody for 7:30.
Well, I'll try. That's the best answer I can give you.
Well, it's not the answer I want to hear.
Excuse me, my babysitter just walked in without my baby.
Well, I do hope you'll try and make it.
Yeah, I'll try. Bye-bye.
Don't panic, Danny's fine.
Where is she?
Guess.
With Grandma?
She came by minutes after you left this morning. I think she was hiding across the street. So we had some coffee, and then we had more coffee, and I eventually got the hint that she wanted to take Danny to her place.
Yeah, well, she's a little confused. You took her job away from her.
Yeah. Besides, I thought it would give us a chance to talk.
About California?
Yes, I want to know what's going on.
Going on?
I can't stand it anymore. I'm dying of curiosity.
What are you talking about? Wait. Slow down. Go back. Hold that thought. Montgomery Associates. Yeah. Grandma, no, is she all right? No, okay. Yeah, right away.
What happened?
Well, Danny fell out of a swing. Grandma said she's fine, but I heard her crying in the background. I'm worried.
Are you going to go over there?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Feels wonderful. What do you think?
Well, at the risk of sounding immodest about one of my own creations, I have never seen a more beautiful bride.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let me fix the hem a little bit. Seem a little down today, Heather. Premarital jitters?
No, I'm just a little worried about Roy's sister.
Nella?
Yeah. She's having some personal problems.
Ah, well, you can tell her food won't help.
Huh?
She was in for a fitting, and Debbie said that she's put on quite a bit of weight. We're going to have to let out the waistline.
Hi. Oh, hi. Sorry about this, Barbara.
Oh, well, hello. Hi. What can we do for you?
Well, I'm looking for a dress for a cocktail party.
Oh, is Tonio going with you?
Yeah, it's at Tad Channing's.
Well, I think I have just the thing for you. Excuse me.
Great. Gosh, Heather, you look beautiful.
Well, thank
you.
you.
Do. You're so lucky to be having a formal wedding. I missed out on that part of the deal.
Well, your mother did throw that beautiful party for you.
Yeah, well, it's not quite the same.
Heather, do you know if Betsy's coming by for a fitting today?
I'm not sure. Wait, you know, she's going to be at the party at Tad's later tonight. If you have a message for her or anything, I can give it to her.
Oh, well, that'd be terrific. Tell her I need to see her as soon as possible. Heather, you can get out of your dress now.
Thanks.
Well, I think this is something that you will like, and I'm sure that Tonio will love it.
Oh, I'm sure he will, too. You seem to know his taste so well, because he has liked everything you've picked out for me so far. Thanks.
Oh, Sierra.
Hi.
Hello.
I was just picking out a dress for your party.
Oh, well, then I won't look, so it'll be a surprise.
Okay.
Isn't the free enterprise system wonderful? In what other country could a naive, unsuspecting woman buy so many clothes from her husband's mistress?
Shut up.
Ready for your next order?
I don't take orders from you or anyone else. Do you understand?
Shall I join Sierra in the fitting room and tell her who's making it with her husband these nights?
Look, I don't know what other dirty little schemes that you're involved in, but I'll tell you something. You're skating on very thin ice with Lucinda Walsh.
Really?
Yes, really. I talked to her just this morning, and she told me she'd break her contract with you if she could.
If she could. If is the operative word.
And she can't.
Shame on you for thinking I'd even consider answering that question. Now, if you don't want me to tell Lucinda what you're doing to her daughter's marriage, you'll do what I say.
And just what do you say?
Fire Denise Darcy.
What?
You heard me. Fire your new signature model before she signs her contract.
Dusty?
No. Is this Meg?
Oh, Mrs. Walsh, hi.
Is Lily nearby?
Yeah, she's out in the cornfield. You want me to go fetch her?
Yes, would you please?
Sure. Oh, did you get a chance to see if I could get a job at Memorial yet?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I've had a few things on my mind today, but I'll get to it at my earliest opportunity.
Thanks.
Dear, before you call Lily and fetch her from the cornfield, has Mr. Channing been out to the farm today?
No. Everybody around here hates him except me.
Yeah. Well, will you do me a little favor, dear?
Sure.
Should Mr. Channing come out there wanting to talk with my Lily, would you do whatever you can to prevent him from doing that?
Okay, but why would he come out here to talk to Lily, and why would you care if he did?
Well, darling, Mr. Channing has a most unsavory reputation when it comes to ladies, may I add to you, particularly young ladies.
Okay. Oh, guess who just walked in? Lily, it's your mom. You want me to tell her you don't want to talk to her?
Don't do me any favors, Meg. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, it's your mom. How's my baby?
Well, I wasn't a baby last time I checked, but otherwise I'm doing fine.
Darling, do you really want to work in a cornfield on a day like this?
Of course I do. That keeps my mind off all these problems I have, just like work is for you.
I love your jokes, darling, even when they're at my expense.
Why are you calling me?
Because I was worried about you, baby. I was worried about what you told me about you and Holden.
Well, you don't have to worry. Holden has no interest in me. Besides, he's going to move to Oakdale soon.
But he's still at the farm now, isn't he? Would you rather come home now, dear?
No, Mother.
Mother? That sounds like criticism, when you say it. Holden, then, has not found a new place to stay.
Well, now that he's working for Tad Channing, I think he's going to move into the hotel suite or something like
that. That name, Tad Channing. Tad Channing. I can't escape that name today, baby. Baby, come home soon. Visit me.
Okay. I'm sorry if I hurt you.
I know you are, baby. Come spend the night. You can even bring Meg, if you must.
No, thanks. No. I love you, too. Bye-bye.
Lily, how long is the Cold War going to last?
Who cares?
That was really mean of you to say in front of Iva that I left my purse at Tad Channing's.
Stop it, Meg.
Oh, you spoiled little rich brat. I'll get you.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
No, it looks like somebody's been playing fast and loose with these balances here. You don't have any idea where these deposits came from or copies of the contracts?
I could probably dig it out of the files. Why?
Well, I'd just like to go over them more thoroughly tonight at home.
Never work. Channing keeps these under lock and key. He'd know if they're gone in a minute.
Well, I can certainly see why. Well, don't worry, I'll just take them downstairs, copy them at the copy shop, and you can do the same with the contracts.
All right.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, pretty good. I'm just about finished up. Thanks for the use of your office.
Sure. You find anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think we got a red-hot example of creative accounting here.
Not surprised. Mind if I take a look?
I'd rather not, Craig. I gotta get these things back now. But thanks again, all right? I appreciate it.
Sure.
Cool.
Montgomery Associates.
Oh, hi, Craig. It's Sierra. I was trying to reach Betsy.
Hi. Hi. She's at her grandmother's. Danny had an accident.
What?
Nothing serious. Listen, do you want me to give her a message?
Well, no. I should be seeing her later.
Where?
At Tad Channing's. Well, Tonio and I were invited for cocktails, and Betsy was as well.
Why were you invited for cocktails?
Well, that's a silly question. Why are most people invited over for cocktails? Anyway, Barbara Ryan will be there, so you have no need to worry. Not that you have any place to worry anyway. Goodbye, Craig.
And this one here.
All right.
I think we've done it.
Thank you. And congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
The Chicago project is now officially yours, and the option to take over the work on Barbara Ryan's new factory.
I think I got myself into overtime here for a year.
I think it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Well, thank
With
you.
a nicer lady at his side.
I agree.
Congratulations on a job well done. I've got your ring on.
I see that.
Thank you for giving me another chance to wear it with the proper respect for the woman who gave it to me.
If I don't see you before you leave for L.A., good luck.
Thank you.
And I think we ought to go check out those guys, see what they're doing.
Right. Steve, I'm glad we're not saying goodbye as enemies, too.
Well, I agree.
Thanks. Listen, I need to make one last call before I go. Do you mind if I use your phone?
Oh, please, be my guest.
Oh, remember, if you need me for anything,
Yeah.
call Holden. He's got my complete confidence, and, of course, he's now responsible for my entire operation here.
Right. We'll see you.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Ivan. Perfect timing.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing home so early?
Oh, I don't know. Steve wanted me to get off at a normal hour today.
Why?
I don't know, actually. There we were pouring all this concrete. The rain is holding us up, and he says, go. I have everything under control. Oh, what are you up to on your night off?
Not what you would think.
Well, what is all this? Woo!
Well,
Hi. Look, Mom's paper never looked better. Look at this. She killed me.
Well, how was your day?
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah?
It was fine. Working out in those cornfields
Yeah.
really is great therapy. Where's Craig?
What do you mean, where's Craig? What are we, Siamese twins attached at the hip or something?
Practically.
Well, actually, he's still at work, and he's going to stop by after he checks in at the Mona Lisa.
Well, hope so.
Did you hear from Dusty today?
No, I didn't. That's what I meant when I said working out in the cornfields is great therapy. Keeps my mind off of it.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
Thanks. Good for you. You look like somebody who needs a cup of tea.
Exactly. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah.
one cup of tea coming up.
Okay.
Where are the tea bags? Under there.
Seth? Seth, you want to tell me what's going on here?
These are copies of Tad Channing's account books and contracts.
Well, what are you doing with them?
Holden asked me to look at them because he thought something funny was going on, and he's right.
What do you mean?
Somebody's been playing with these books to try and cover up the loss of about $3 million.
$3 million?
Give or take spare change. And that's not the strange thing. The strange thing is that when he told Channing, he said to just ignore it.
I wonder why.
I'm not sure. All I can think of is that he's trying to set Holden up. And you know him better than anyone else. Could he be ugly enough to do something like that?
Walsh residence. I'm sorry, Mrs. Walsh is not available this evening. Just a moment. It's Tad Channing. He says that if you don't take this call, he's going to call Miss Lily out at the Snyders.
Stein. Thank you, Matthew. That's all. How dare you call my house and give that message to my butler?
I didn't call to argue, Lucinda. I want your signature on that paper before I leave town tonight.
If I give you $3 million, you will not tell Lily that Iva Snyder is her natural mother.
You got it.
Suppose I were to give you the $3 million. How do I know that you'll stop right there?
You don't. Just sign the paper. I'll make an unscheduled stop at the Snyder farm and tell Lily everything. I love it.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late, but I got held up by the rain.
You're not late at all. Your timing's perfect. And believe me, I'm a past master at perfect timing. Come in.
Oh, thanks.
We gotta order those extra tops and heat, Steve. The concrete's never gonna set otherwise.
You're right. Come on, order us out
there.
I know. Come on, go. Okay. Oh, Channing forgot his briefcase.
Stay tuned for Capital. Next on most of these CBS stations. Menswear by Barney's New York. Wedding gown by Demetrius for Alicia Bridals. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.